Rappers are smarter than economists, and I'm about to use my grandmother to prove it. This is going to be social media excellence. I want some type of award after this video. This is my grandmother. Her name is Annie Pearl. They call her Hattie because she wears a lot of hats. She lives in the Inglewood neighborhood in Chicago, historically known as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the city. You know how they rap about O-Block? Where she lives is about 0.5 miles away from there. When I talked to her this morning about what Donald Trump is doing, militarizing the police in these cities, having the FBI and the DA and all these other federal level officers running around in these cities, she said to me, but Joshua, if there are more police with more guns, won't the crime stop? Think about her living her entire life in Inglewood. When she walks out of her front door, she does not fear some white cop with a gun. She fears these little dudes running around in her neighborhood, shooting at stuff, selling drugs, trying to rob her house. I've been in her house when they tried to break in. If you do not understand why she thinks this way, why she would think more cops would equal more safety, then you cannot talk to her about a solution in a way that will land with her because you don't understand her life. You also need to understand that she wants the crime to be gone worse than you. Worse than you, white policy wonk who lives in DC and reads the New York Times every day. Worse than you, liberal white man, poli-sci major who went to George Washington, has never seen the inside of a public school. She wants it worse than you. The only issue with her thinking is that the data don't back it up. The real world consequence of adding more police in her neighborhoods does not add more safety. We have 62 years of data that have already answered this question for us, coming from the National Policing Institute and others that say that the overall effect of militarizing the police and adding more police, the overall effect of police size on crime is so small that it barely meets measurable statistical significance. Meanwhile, they use your tax dollars to round up people and put them in jails that you pay for. And because those jails aren't doing any rehabbing, those people come out and repeat offend in your neighborhoods. And you get a shit ROI, return on investment. The only person getting a good return on investment is the person who owns the prisons. Why? You know why? Because the only thing that has actually been proven to stop crime is focusing on the economic determinants of crime, the economic conditions that create crime. And hip hop has been screaming this at you for years. Because without this drug, that's once. We still trying to keep mom smiling when the teeth stop showing in her. That's twice, but you ain't hear it. My sneak start leaning and my heat stop working and my heat start working. I'ma rob me a person. Stop right there. Those are the economic determinants of crime. If my sneak start leaning and my heat stop working, then my heat start working, I'ma rob me a person. I just saved you a 20-minute read on a 10-year study about the economic determinants of crime from the World Economic Forum. That's the summary. Hip hop just summarized it in 14 seconds. So tell me, the same president that wants to put military on the street just passed a bill that takes away health care from 17 million Americans. What do you think that that'll do to crime? It takes food assistance from 10 million Americans. What do you think that that'll do to crime? It takes health care away from children. It raises taxes on the poor. What do you think that that'll do to crime? Were you listening? Pay attention to hip hop. It'll tell you everything you need to know.